Hey, it's Dr. Casey, and today's Ask the ND question is, do I recommend cleanses, and if so, what do I recommend in a cleanse? So I would say overall cleanses are pretty useful for most people. We're exposed to a lot of chemicals and other things in our environment these days that really put a load on our body in terms of detoxification. So a cleanse or a detox can be a nice way to give yourself a reset, get back on track, and lighten the load and decrease some of the gunk that your body needs to process. So what to look for in a cleanse? So what I would recommend is typically food-based cleansing as opposed to, for example, like a juice cleanse or fancy powders and products that you put into your cleanse. The reason for that, particularly with the juice cleansing, is that juices really spike and drop your blood sugar, and a lot of folks already have issues with blood sugar dysregulation, so that's another stress in the body that we really don't need. And all the powders and so forth, they can certainly be useful, but I prefer to try to do these things through using whole foods when possible. So what I would say in terms of foods, the number one thing you want to think about is really upping your vegetable intake. Lots of leafy greens and a lot of vegetables is going to be the basis of the diet. Overall, you want to probably lighten up how much you're eating in a day. So things like heavy proteins and things like that, you may want to think about more like a little bit of fish or maybe some beans and grains. If you can handle either of those things, soak them first, make them easy to digest and so forth. But overall, you want to be eating whole foods for the duration of the cleanse, and you want to really focus on cooking it all yourself. So whole foods, cook it yourself. Whether it's 4 days or a 21-day cleanse, you may want to, that'll gauge basically, how much protein or fat, other things you may be adding in over time. But keep it light and keep it fresh and real food. Things to add in would be fiber. So fiber is really going to help your body bind up toxins and clear it out through the stool. Ways to supplement fiber, my favorite would probably be fresh ground flaxseed, but you could also do things like psyllium husk supplements and so forth. Now, in terms of beverages, you want to definitely, again, with clearing things out, you want to stay really well hydrated, drink lots of water. So you want to up your water intake, and you want to eliminate caffeine and alcohol for the duration of your cleanse. So that's sort of the basis of the diet or the food nutrition component that I would look for in a cleanse. There's lots of options out there. Find someone you want to work with. But some other things to think about with a cleanse are also some lifestyle factors. So movement, for example, getting your body moving is important. Great to keep the blood and lymph flowing. Again, that helps with detoxification, as does sweating. But you want to listen to your body, right? You don't want to overdo it. You may find you're a little bit more tired during a cleanse, so maybe some walking or yoga would be better for you if you're typically someone who does CrossFit or HIIT workouts. So listen to your body and tap in and see what you need to do in terms of movement, but some kind of movement is going to be important. Make sure you don't skimp on sleep. Sleep's going to be, of course, really, really important for this whole process as well. And self-care activities can be really helpful also. So that could be things like Epsom salt baths, dry skin brushing, castor oil packs, which I can do a video on another time, ending your shower with a spray of hot and cold on the back. Lots of good techniques. Massage, acupuncture, you name it. So anything that feels good, that's nurturing for yourself, that helps your body process things, whether it be emotionally or physically, are a great addition to a cleanse. Another thing to think about is when you're cleansing, you tend to be a little more clearer, a little more calm, and that's a great opportunity to tap in and start looking at your life as well. So not just the food and what you're eating every day, but how are you processing your life, right? Like, how's work going? How are your relationships? Things of that nature. It can be a nice time to sort of tap in, maybe journal, and see what's working for you and what isn't. We are not talking about just releasing things on a physical level, but emotional level as well. Now, finally, a really, really important point I want to make is the best thing you could probably do for yourself any day, and especially during a cleanse, is going to be to decrease the load of toxins that your liver and your body have to process on a regular basis. So that's going to be things like chemicals in self-care products, cleaning products, home cleaning products, things you're exposed to at work, whether it be small particles, anything that has a scent to it is typically, all those things carry a lot of chemical load, or typically toxins in them. And this isn't to scare you, but it's just a lot for your body to have to process, your liver and so forth. It puts a lot of strain on your system. So take a look around and see what are you exposed to on a regular basis, and what can you kind of replace or clear out, and keep it simple for yourself and your body. So I hope that helps. Let me know what other questions you have about cleansing, and I would love to answer them.